Collingwood earn the week off and a home preliminary final at the MCG. They are one big step closer to a grand final. An extraordinary defensive performance, in particular by their skipper, Darcy Moore. 9 intercept marks, the most in a final. We can see both teams gathering here to pay tribute to Taylor Walker in game at number 300. Jason Dunstall, he tried hard, but he couldn't quite haul his Crows over the line.
No, he gave his all. He certainly was one of the better contributors for the Crows, but too few, unfortunately, from their perspective. Great to see in the midst of what's a great away win for Collingwood, a big final win that gets them into prelim. They've still got the composure to think about this, to go over, to be a part of the Guard of Honour, and he acknowledges that. Tex Walker, but this has been a masterclass from Collingwood.
And little Louis got the Collingwood jumper on. That's a bit harsh.
He's pulled out the 35. Yeah, you can probably understand that after the way Nick played tonight. But no, special moment for Taylor Walker. We know what he's meant to this football club.
Have a look, he wants to run over to the Collingwood players.
Yeah, he wants his dad to take you into the Collingwood rooms. But they'll be disappointed, no doubt. The Crows, they didn't play anywhere near their best tonight. We'll talk about them a bit later. The lucky thing about finishing on top is they get the double chance, and they'll be back here next week to try and redeem themselves. So they'll walk off, lick their wounds.
So the fallout now for the Adelaide Crows, who are going to have to do it the hard way. Joey, what does this mean for them today? They get to play here again at the Adelaide Oval next week, so another home final. They've earned the right as the team that won the minor premiership, but things are trickier now. Yeah,
they are, but they deserve the second chance, and more often than not, the team that gets the double chance will bounce back and win at home. So they're going to take on the winner of the Giants and Hawthorn, which is not going to be easy, because we know those two teams, whoever win, is going to be in red-hot form. But no, we'll touch on Adelaide. No doubt their ball movement is becoming a big concern. It has been for a big part of the year, particularly the last 6 or 8 weeks. Their clearance game, which we also touched on, they got exposed a bit, and they had to throw Rory Laird back in the midfield. So they've got some concerns, but I think they'll be right and should be able to bounce back. But Collingwood are now the ones in the box seat. They've set themselves up magnificently.
No, we'll make decisions there, professional decisions around what's best for the player and best for the team. But he, as I said, he's trained really well and giving himself the best chance. We'll just weigh that up.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
So another chance for the Adelaide Crows. A few issues to deal with headed into their next clash. And the issues, David King, mostly inside 50 and how they use the ball, how they retain the ball and how they score in there.
Yeah, their kicking inside 50 was poor tonight. But when you look at how they have scored post-bye with Isaac Rankine, I know we talk a lot about Isaac, but they've been averaging 15 points from forward 50 stoppages. They had 11 tonight for 0 score. And not much forward 50 pressure either. So that was a real concern for them. So this is probably a little bit of what they've been. They haven't been a great offensive threat in the back half of the season, but they have stood up behind the ball. So what they lacked tonight defensively wasn't covered with their offensive flow. So 0 points forward 50 there, you can read yourself. It just doesn't happen.
And nothing at ground level really was there from anyone. You know, Keys was hardly sighted. Yep. No one else really could show him. Pedler was excellent, but more sort of
more as a leading forward.
Yeah,
exactly right.
Some marks.
Yep.
But that unfortunately they've just been found wanting against the best opposition, trying to score.
We're going to head to a grab from Craig McRae. This surrounds the booing, and there was a lot of booing for different reasons tonight, but the booing of Collingwood star Isaac Quaynor.
Oh, was he actually getting booed for? I thought they was yelling at Q, but. No, look, it is disappointing. Not just Isaac, but, you know, Dan and these things. There's always stories behind, you know, things. I'm just not a booer. I've said this years ago. I teach my young girls. I've got 2 beautiful young girls. G'day to Charlie and little Maggie at home. Yeah, I just get disappointed with that. I find that really disappointing.
Did it feel pointed?
I'm not sure. I just when I first heard it, I thought, oh, that's disappointing. And, geez, he must have touched the footy lot, because he had a lot of the ball. Really proud of him and Dan and others. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's pointed. You'd have to ask the people that booed in the crowd.
Yeah, booing in general is not fabulous. Let's have a listen to how it played out. I don't think we need to do that. As a footy code, we're better than that.
We don't. But credit to Isaac Quaynor, because you know what? He said, stuff him. I'm going to have him booing all night. And he did. every ball that came his way. He won that contest. I thought he was one of the better players out on the ground tonight.